I'm Jason Epperson. This is RV Miles, and it's time for the latest in RV and camping news. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. This is our first RV and camping news roundup of the year. It's coming out on a Thursday this month. The release dates of these things are going to be all over the place because of the holidays and the upcoming Florida RV Super Show in Tampa. And Abby and I are taking a vacation right after Tampa, so there's a lot going on. So next week we'll have a news roundup recapping the Tampa show on Thursday, and then we'll be off again for a week after that. And there also won't be a national park news roundup this month, so I'm actually going to start here today with some national park news. First up, the Explore Act has been signed by President Biden and is now a law. I'm not going to go into all it does. If you want the details, take a look at the video I did that dove deep into it at the end of last month. But Cliff's Notes version, it requires federal agencies to cooperate a little closer on how they manage these lands. It allows them to collaborate with state agencies to share offices and facilities. It requires them to look at extending camping seasons and other recreational seasonal activities. And it allows content creators to film commercially or record commercially for that guy that got really mad that I referred to outdated technology on the last video, and it paves the way for new public-private partnerships, which may include more commercial campground operators. We don't know, and so much more in that bill. Anyway, it's passed, and it's officially a law. I'll link to the full video I did on it in the description. Biden also established 2 new national monuments in his final days in office after establishing another last month. The Chuckwalla and Satitla National Monuments protect more than 840,000 acres in California in the name of the tribes that have stewarded these lands. The Chuckwalla National Monument, adjacent to Joshua Tree National Park, protects desert biodiversity, wildlife habitat, and migration corridors, along with sacred places and landscapes central to the cultural traditions of 5 indigenous peoples. In Northern California, the Satitla National Monument encompasses the Medicine Lake Highlands, an area of cultural significance to the Pitt River tribe. The region's volcanic aquifers capture snowmelt and store water equivalent to California's 200 largest surface reservoirs combined, supplying clean water to the Fall River Springs, the state's largest spring system and one of the most extensive aquifer networks in the western United States. The monument protects the water resources as well as vast forest canopies and thriving habitats for diverse plant and wildlife species. Biden had to cancel an event announcing the monuments on Tuesday due to the fires and dangerous heavy winds that have been hitting the Los Angeles area. The National Weather Service said it could be the strongest Santa Ana windstorm in more than a decade. Isolated gusts topped 100 miles per hour in the mountains and foothills and 80 miles per hour in the valley. Obviously, there's a lot of devastation going on in California right now, and that's surely going to affect some campgrounds and RV parks and park sites and the people that are staying in these places. Abby and I each have a brother in the area and some family, so our thoughts are certainly with them and the people in the surrounding area right now. More in a moment, but first, this episode is sponsored by the folks at RV Life. The RV lifestyle is about community, and the RV community is at the heart of RV Life. RV Life recently celebrated the 1 millionth trip planned with RV Life Trip Wizard, their excellent trip planning tool for RVers, featuring all the trusted reviews, pictures, and tips from their RV Life campground site. RV Life also features several blog sites and over 20 additional RVing forums to serve the RV community. All this experience and community feedback come together to help create a fantastic RV trip planner and mobile navigation tool called RV Life Pro. RV Life users have planned over 3 billion miles of travel using RV Life Pro and its included RV Safe mobile app. Take 25% off RV Life Pro at the link in the description for this episode. In truck news, Ram has unveiled its new 2025 Ram heavy-duty trucks featuring the new 6.7-liter Cummins high-output turbo diesel engine, which is now the only diesel option. There's not a lower output diesel engine anymore. Ram says that more than 70% of heavy-duty customers opt for the diesel. They've also coupled it with a new 8-speed transmission. You can still get the 6.4-liter Hemi V8 gas engine as well, of course. LED headlights are now standard. Welcome to 2025. But the tail lamps require a premium upgrade to tail lamps that include blind spot sensors if you want LED. Weird. There's a new 14.5-inch touchscreen display option, as well as a 10.25-inch passenger screen with 3 major functions. You can be the co-pilot, get some navigation on there, and you can manage the devices, the radio, and all that sort of stuff. You can get entertainment on there via HDMI connection. So you connect your phone or your computer, what have you, to this little display, and you can watch movies as the passenger. The driver apparently cannot see the display on this screen, and you can view the exterior vehicle cameras from that screen as well. There's now an onboard power inverter that offers up to 2.4 kilowatts with 2 covered outlets located inside the bed of the truck. And I think that's standard, or at least it was vague in the press release, whether it is or not. That basically removes the need for a generator for some RVers who don't need too much power. It also seems like a trailer reverse steering control, similar to Ford's Pro Trailer Backup Assist, is standard, but again, not totally clear. Adaptive cruise control is now standard, along with forward collision warning. Meanwhile, Ford says they know what's been causing all those Super Duty CP4 fuel pump failures. They're recalling about 300,000 diesel trucks, basically blaming biodiesel sitting for too long during COVID shutdowns for these extremely expensive failures. The recall states that biodiesel deposits may form on the pump drivetrain roller components, which could lead to a failure of the high-pressure fuel pump. So what's the fix? A software update. I'm not really buying this as the reason these fuel pumps are failing and shredding the fuel system up, but perhaps it's one cause. I do know that Ford has been studying this very carefully. I just don't know why they haven't switched fuel pumps at this point. RV dealership chain Camping World is inserting themselves into the news yet again with another giant American flag in Greenville, North Carolina this time. The city has an ordinance allowing flags that are up to 216 square feet, and they can be on flagpoles that are up to 70 feet. That's pretty large. The American flag at the Greenville Camping World is 3,200 square feet. It's 40 feet tall and 80 feet long and on a 130-foot flagpole. The Idaho Department of Parks and Recreation has launched a new platform for reserving campsites known as Idaho Time, which includes a fluctuating price model in which reservation costs at state campsites may drop for low demand dates and rise when demand is high. To prevent the new system from being overloaded, IDPR is introducing the platform with a staggered start. The initial release began on January 6th and included the months of January through May. More dates throughout the summer and fall have been added and are continuing to be added through this weekend. That said, some customers did report issues trying to make reservations on launch day. After they put their credit card in, it would basically disappear. Outdoor retailer REI is eliminating its outdoor classes, events, and tours and laying off 180 full-time and 248 part-time employees in order to cut costs in the face of dwindling profits. Experiences have been a part of REI for more than 40 years, but have never been profitable. REI has 16,000 employees and lost $311 million in 2023. It's close to breaking even for fiscal year 2024. That's it for this week's RV and Camping News Roundup. We're heading to the Florida RV Super Show in Tampa. We hope to see you there. We're debuting our new Sabre 37 RV Miles fifth wheel. We designed this fifth wheel floor plan for Sabre, and it's going to be the unit that we're going to be in starting probably in March. And we'll have the prototype there at the show, and we hope you'll come by and see it if you're going to be at the show. We are personally going to be at the show on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll share the exact times that we're going to be at the unit and the location of the unit when it gets put in place on Monday. So we'll put that out on a post here on YouTube and on Facebook and Instagram if you follow us over there. We hope to see you there. And of course, if you can't be there when we're there, still come by and see the new rig. We hope you'll like it, and we hope you'll give us some feedback on it. It is the prototype, and the next version of it will take in some feedback from the show. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. If you'd like to support what we do, consider becoming a Mile Marker member. We're giving a free month of Mile Marker membership right now. It's $7 a month normally, or $70 a year, and you get some additional bonuses from us. I do an email that includes all the stories that I didn't put into this roundup. We have additional podcast episodes and more. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. Thanks so much again. Hit the like button if you got something out of this video. Subscribe if you want more like it, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.